In a political landscape increasingly defined by rapid shifts and unexpected turns, the latest developments among the Democratic Party reveal not just the challenges of winning elections but also the deeper struggles of maintaining a coherent identity and strategy. Recent statements and events underscore a party grappling with its direction following substantial electoral losses and a growing sense of urgency to redefine its approach. Ruben Navarrette, a prominent commentator, recently articulated the frustrations within the Democratic Party, suggesting that not only did they lose an election but they have also lost their way. These sentiments resonate amid a backdrop of discontent among party members and voters alike as they search for clarity in a time of political turbulence. The Democrats must confront the reality that they are not just competing against Republicans, they are competing against their own internal discord, Navarrette remarked, highlighting the need for unity and a strong, defined message as they move forward. This internal struggle was further illustrated by a May Day rally in Wausau, Wisconsin, where demonstrators gathered to voice their dissatisfaction with the Trump administration's policies. The event attracted a diverse group of individuals showcasing a range of grievances that reflect the broader discontent with current leadership. Participants expressed concerns over various issues including economic inequality and social justice, emphasizing the need for a more proactive stance from the Democrats to harness this grassroots energy into electoral success. Adding to the discussion of potential leadership and direction, a recent suggestion from Donald Trump that ESPN's Stephen A. Smith should consider running for president has ignited debate among Democratic voters. While some see this as a humorous distraction, others view it as a serious reflection of the disillusionment with traditional political figures. Many voters are questioning whether the party can effectively engage with a new generation of leaders who resonate more with the public's evolving expectations. In Georgia, the newly elected chair of the state's Democratic Party has voiced similar concerns, stating that the party has not been fighting hard enough. This call to action reflects an urgent plea for the party to recommit to its foundational values and aggressively pursue the interests of its constituents. "We need to show the voters that we are listening and that we are ready to fight for them," the chair emphasized during a recent press conference, signaling a shift towards a more activist approach that aims to reignite voter enthusiasm. The convergence of these developments paints a complex picture for the Democratic Party as it navigates the aftermath of electoral setbacks and public dissatisfaction. The party's ability to unify its message, engage effectively with voters, and embrace new leadership will be crucial as it prepares for the upcoming election cycles. With the political landscape in constant flux, the Democrats face the critical task of redefining their identity and strategy to not only reclaim lost ground but to inspire a renewed sense of hope and purpose among their base. As the party continues to reflect on its recent challenges, the stakes are higher than ever. The future of the Democratic Party may depend on its willingness to adapt, innovate, and embrace the voices of its constituents. How effectively it can do so will determine its success in upcoming elections and ultimately its relevance in an increasingly polarized political environment. In a surprising turn of events, Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić concluded his visit to the United States earlier than scheduled due to health concerns. The trip, which was intended to bolster international relations and discuss key diplomatic issues, was abruptly cut short, raising questions about his condition and the implications for Serbia's foreign policy. President Vučić, who had a packed agenda that included meetings with high-ranking U.S. officials, reportedly fell ill during the visit. Although specific details regarding his health have not been disclosed, sources close to the administration indicated that his symptoms were significant enough to necessitate an early departure. "We prioritize the well-being of our president, and it was decided that he should return home for further medical evaluation," a spokesperson for Vučić stated. The implications of this sudden departure are manifold. Vučić's trip was not only an opportunity to strengthen ties with the U.S., but it also served as a platform for discussing Serbia's aspirations within the European Union and the broader geopolitical landscape, especially in light of rising tensions in the Balkans. Analysts suggest that Vučić's absence could hinder ongoing discussions critical to Serbia's integration into European structures as well as its relationship with NATO. Furthermore, this incident comes at a time when Serbia is facing various internal and external challenges, including economic pressures and the ongoing dialogue regarding Kosovo. With Vučić's leadership pivotal in navigating these issues, his health concerns add another layer of uncertainty to Serbia's political landscape. The timing of this health issue could not be worse, remarked Dragan Sazdov, a political analyst in Belgrade. The president's presence is vital for maintaining momentum in both domestic policies and international negotiations. As Vučić returns to Serbia, it remains to be seen how his health will affect the government's immediate plans and whether he will be able to resume his political responsibilities shortly. Observers will be closely monitoring the situation, especially as Serbia approaches key milestones in its EU accession talks and seeks to maintain stability in a region fraught with historical tensions. In conclusion, while the health of President Vučić is the immediate concern, the broader ramifications of his early departure from the U.S. trip could have lasting effects on Serbia's foreign relations and internal stability. As the situation develops, it will be crucial to assess how his administration adapts to these challenges and whether it can sustain its diplomatic initiatives in his absence. In a significant move marking the beginning of the 2026 electoral season, Representative Angie Craig has officially launched her campaign for the U.S. Senate. The announcement made on May 3, 2025 positions Craig as a key contender in a race that is expected to shape the political landscape of Minnesota and beyond. As a member of the Democratic Party, Craig aims to secure the Senate seat currently held by Republican incumbent Senator Amy Klobuchar, who has yet to announce her re-election plans. During her campaign kickoff event, Craig emphasized her commitment to fighting for working families, highlighting issues such as healthcare, education, and economic equity. Minnesotans deserve a senator who will put their needs first, not the interests of big corporations, Craig stated. Rallying supporters with a message centered on progressive values and community empowerment. Her experience as a former state representative and her tenure in Congress are expected to play a pivotal role in her campaign strategy, providing her with a platform to appeal to both seasoned voters and younger constituents. The political climate in Minnesota is notably dynamic, with shifting demographics and increased voter engagement following recent local elections. Craig's campaign will likely focus on mobilizing grassroots support, particularly in urban areas where her message resonates most strongly. Political analysts suggest that her ability to connect with voters on personal and local issues will be crucial in distinguishing her from potential challengers. In parallel to Craig's announcement, the political arena is witnessing various movements aimed at fostering unity among Democratic candidates. Chief Apostle McCoy has publicly expressed support for fellow Senate hopeful Stratton, calling for a collaborative effort to unify the party. In these times, we need to come together, support each other, and focus on the bigger picture, McCoy articulated during a recent community gathering. This sentiment reflects a growing recognition within the party of the importance of solidarity as they prepare for the challenges of the upcoming election cycle. Meanwhile, a recent proposal aimed at enhancing campaign finance transparency in North Dakota has failed to pass, revealing ongoing challenges in state-level political reform. The initiative sought to improve reporting requirements, but its defeat illustrates the complexities of campaign finance issues that continue to plague various states. Such developments could influence voter sentiments, particularly as concerns over political money and ethics remain prevalent in public discourse. As the campaign season unfolds, all eyes will be on Craig and her ability to galvanize support in a competitive race. The dynamics of her campaign, combined with the backdrop of broader political movements and challenges, set the stage for a compelling electoral battle ahead. With her focus on equity and community, Craig is positioning herself as a formidable candidate aiming to redefine representation in the Senate while advocating for the needs of her constituents. As the 2026 elections approach, it will be intriguing to see how these elements converge in shaping not only Craig's campaign but the overall political landscape of Minnesota. In a significant move that underscores the contentious nature of international relations and domestic policy, the U.S. House of Representatives is preparing to vote on a bill that proposes fines and prison time for individuals and organizations that participate in boycotts against Israel. This legislation, which has sparked considerable debate among lawmakers and advocacy groups, aims to deter the boycott, divestment and sanctions (BDS) movement that has gained traction in recent years. The proposed bill comes at a time when tensions surrounding Israel's policies and the Palestinian territories are particularly high. Proponents argue that the legislation is necessary to protect American interests and uphold Israel's right to exist as a nation. Boycotting Israel not only undermines our ally but also promotes anti-Semitism, stated a key supporter of the bill, highlighting the potential consequences of economic pressure on a nation often viewed as a critical ally in the Middle East. Critics, however, are voicing strong opposition, claiming that the bill infringes on free speech rights and targets individuals who may express dissenting opinions regarding U.S. foreign policy. This bill is a direct attack on our democratic values and the right to voice our beliefs, argued a representative from a civil liberties organization. The clash over this legislation reflects broader societal divisions on how to address complex issues related to Israel and Palestine. Furthermore, the bill has implications beyond just political discourse. Economic analysts warn that enforcing penalties for boycotts could lead to a chilling effect on business practices and consumer choices, particularly for companies that engage in social responsibility initiatives. With many consumers increasingly looking to align their purchasing decisions with ethical considerations, such legislative measures could complicate corporate strategies in the long term. In addition to the legislation concerning Israel, another noteworthy development is the ongoing congressional coding competition. Applications are currently being accepted, aiming to promote technology skills among students. This initiative underscores a growing recognition of the importance of STEM education in preparing the next generation for the increasingly digital economy. As more students participate in coding competitions, there is hope that this will lead to a more skilled workforce capable of tackling future technological challenges. Moreover, the political landscape is further influenced by calls from various state leaders, including Governor Mike DeWine of Ohio, urging Congress to support pension protections for Delphi retirees. This appeal emphasizes the ongoing challenges faced by workers in the wake of corporate restructuring and the need for legislative action to safeguard their financial futures. As Congress grapples with these pressing issues, including the implications of the proposed Israel boycott bill and the push for enhanced technology education, the outcomes of these discussions could significantly shape the socio-economic landscape in the United States. Observers will be watching closely as these developments unfold, anticipating how they will impact not only domestic policies but also international relations and economic practices moving forward. The intersection of technology policy and social values remains a critical area for future exploration and debate. In an era where immigration policies and individual rights collide, the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia stands as a pivotal example of the complexities that arise when personal rights intersect with governmental actions. Garcia, a man wrongfully deported under the Trump administration, has become a symbol of the challenges faced by individuals entangled in bureaucratic systems that often prioritize policy over humanity. His story not only highlights the flaws within immigration enforcement but also raises critical questions about the treatment of individuals in the context of broader political agendas. Garcia's wrongful deportation occurred amid a backdrop of stringent immigration policies that characterized the previous administration's approach. This case illuminates the consequences of a system that can overlook the fundamental rights of individuals in favor of a broader political narrative. As Garcia recounts, "I never thought I would be caught up in such a situation. I came to this country seeking a better life, not to be treated like a criminal." His experience underscores the human cost of immigration policies that can often seem detached from the realities faced by those they affect. The legal landscape surrounding Garcia's case presents a significant challenge. It raises questions about due process and the rights of individuals facing deportation. The legal ramifications extend beyond Garcia himself as they set precedents for future cases and highlight the need for reform within immigration laws. According to legal experts, the implications of Garcia's case could lead to increased scrutiny of deportation processes, prompting a re-examination of how rights are upheld in these instances. This case could be a turning point for many who feel powerless against a system that often ignores their plight, noted immigration attorney Sarah Thompson. The impact of such cases reverberates through communities, fostering an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty among immigrants. Many individuals living in the shadows of society may now be questioning their safety and the stability of their lives. In a climate where misinformation and fear can exacerbate the challenges faced by immigrants, Garcia's story serves as a reminder of the importance of advocacy and awareness. Grassroots organizations are rallying to support individuals like Garcia, highlighting the need for a collective effort to ensure that rights are not merely theoretical but are actively defended. Looking ahead, the resolution of Garcia's case could influence the future of immigration policy in the United States. With ongoing debates surrounding immigration reform, his experience may serve as a catalyst for change, prompting lawmakers to consider the human element in their decisions. As discussions continue, many are advocating for a system that balances security with compassion, ensuring that the rights of individuals are protected regardless of their immigration status. In conclusion, Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wrongful deportation case transcends the specifics of his situation. It embodies the struggle for individual rights in a complex immigration landscape. As society grapples with the implications of policy versus humanity, Garcia's journey serves as a poignant reminder of the need for a more just and equitable approach to immigration. As the legal proceedings unfold, all eyes will be on the potential reforms that may emerge, signaling a shift towards recognizing the dignity and rights of every individual within the immigration system.